Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, guys. Right now it's a hot sunny day here in Miami. I'm sitting outside waiting for my son's school bus to drop him off. So I decided to go ahead and jump on and do this video really quick. Okay, so now, remember the other day when I did my other video, I said I was going to be coming out with some more vlogs and, more videos and stuff like that. This is Thanksgiving week, so everybody's prepping for that. I will be having some more videos come out later on this week, prep with me for Thanksgiving, cook with me, stuff like that. Just so that way you guys can see kind of how we do things here at my house. But I wanted to come on and do this video because, I've had a lot of people prior to me actually starting doing YouTube. Of course, a big truck passes by. Prior to me actually starting YouTube, tell me, you should think about doing something, like YouTube, or just, something like kind of get yourself out there. They're like, you're always telling such good stories. You always have like, good ideas about certain things. I get a lot of people that come to me, for different resources about different things about what's going on in the community, whether if it's different giveaways, assistance with light bills, stuff like that. I always seem to be in the know for certain things or whatever. I mean, I guess it's a good thing to be very resourceful. Um, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I had played around with the idea of, possibly starting a YouTube channel or something like that a while back. I didn't know how to go about, getting it started, or even how to do it. Like, I mean, yeah, I use Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. But I didn't know how to do YouTube, like I thought YouTube was like, okay, you go on there and you look up music videos. Like, I didn't realize that on YouTube, like, people was out here like, really making money like that. So, fast forward some time, my husband and I were planning a trip. This is before he got sick. We were planning a trip to Vegas. Now, we had already gone to Vegas last December, and we were planning to go back this past summer, him and I, for, like a little summer weekend getaway. And I was just like looking up different things about Vegas, different things to do and stuff like that. And in the midst of me looking about stuff for Vegas, I came across like, slot videos, like people in Las Vegas playing playing on the slot machines online, like playing them and recording themselves playing and stuff like that. So, when you go on YouTube and you search, I like the casino, I like slot machines and stuff like that. So I started watching some people that different, vloggers and stuff like that go to Vegas and shoot content or whatnot. And, it brings up, in the playlist, like different videos that, coincide with what you're currently watching, right? So I remember I was watching this one couple, and the next video that played was a video of Peachmcintyre. And she's, doing the slots, playing the slots or whatever. I didn't know where she was from. I didn't know anything about her. I had never seen her before. And when I, looked at her video, I'm watching her video, and she's like so, charismatic or whatever. She has those catchy, lingos and, stuff like that. Like, a big bag, big bank. She has her hit a lucky like song. She has like a lot of catchy phrases or whatever that she comes up with. So she was real entertaining. Like I would just watch her gambling videos, right? I never knew that she had another, YouTube platform, like that she did other type of videos. I just thought she was somebody that did gambling. So, as you watch YouTube, and you watch these people, like I had watched a few of her gambling videos and stuff like that. So her content linked to her started showing up on my feed of, suggested content. So it was a video of her grocery shopping using food stamps in Sam's Club. And I was like, okay, all right. And I'm watching, her shop in Sam's. I'm watching her recording herself. It was like her husband, her kids, you know, and she's just recording herself grocery shopping. And I'm like, okay, this girl's doing something, and I found myself very intrigued, like very, into it or whatnot. So I started watching more of her videos. I subscribed to her channel, started watching more of her videos. As I watched more of her videos, I found out a little bit more about her because I went back and started watching some of her original videos. So I'm not going to say I got obsessed, but I became very interested in what she was doing. So I looked her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked her up. I'm one of them type of people, like, I research different things. I look up certain things or whatever. So I said, well, let me put her name in on Facebook. I put her name on Facebook. She popped up with the same profile picture that she had on YouTube at the time. So I started following her on Facebook. And, you start following people, the more you communicate, how the algorithms on Facebook work, the more you communicate with people or they communicate with you, the more of their posts that you see. So, by this time, I had been watching her for a little bit, for a minute now. So I knew she was, and I saw the video where she posted, she made $10,000 her second YouTube check and how she got monetized and all that. So I kind of felt like I kind of went through her journey with her because I went back and I watched all these videos to catch up because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next video to come out. I can't wait for her next video to come out. And she's really what started me on my, I guess, like YouTube journey. Like, oh my gosh, maybe I can do this type thing. So, I'm following her on Facebook. She's doing her, if you, unless you've been living under a rock, you know who Peaches McIntyre is. You know who she is. That catchy, song, hit a lucky like for your girl that come on at the end of the video. She's known for her positive posts, her food stamp grocery haul videos, which she no longer does anymore because she doesn't qualify for food stamps, but she still does, large grocery hauls. What really made, once I started learning more about her, it was like, okay, her family's kind of like mine dynamic. It's a mom, dad, and 5 kids. Now she has 6 kids because she had a new baby, but same dynamic, except she only has 1 daughter. I have 3 daughters and 2 sons, and my 6-year-old is autistic, and she has an autistic child. So I think that's what really made me kind of connect with her. Like, wow, sure, her dynamic is like my dynamic, my family dynamic. So anyway, I saw her posting these YouTube classes, how to turn the internet into money, I believe is what she calls them, right? And I think originally they were like $100 and something, but she would do different sales and different things like that. So in July, she did a sale. It was like $35 or something like that for a 2-hour YouTube class that was going to be on Saturday. Now, by this time, I had already had in my mind that I wanted to try and do YouTube. So I'm like, let me take her class and see what I can learn. Paid my $35, got my my link for the Zoom and all that. I got in the class, and there was, in my class, it was over 100 of us, right? And I'm just sitting here thinking, that class, like, after I got off the class, I calculated, I'm like, it was like 200 people on there, and this girl done $35, like, she is racking up, honey. Okay, I ain't mad. Like, to me, it didn't bother me because, for one, I'm all about supporting my people. I do my best to support, my people, especially when they're doing something positive, especially when they're trying to, give us encouragement, really try to, give us some insight, And I had already done watched her story about how she had done got, she tried to get her cousins to do YouTube, her siblings to do YouTube or whatever. Now by this time, her mom had done started doing YouTube. Her mom's channel was monetized and everything. So I was like, I'm taking this girl's class because she is onto something. You hear me? So I took the class and I took lots and lots and lots and lots of notes. Okay, when I tell you, for $35, that class goes into detail. I mean, she literally, like, she breaks it down for you. How to do, thumbnails, how to read your analytics. She stresses how important analytics are. Just different things like that. Like, she really goes into detail, about the classes, about how YouTube works and how to make money and stuff like that. And I feel like my $35, like, it was worth it to me. I feel like the amount of money that I spent, it was worth it to me. It was definitely worth the money. Now, we're gonna fast forward about maybe 3 months later, right? July, August, September, October, yeah. So in October, by this time I have started, I think I had posted maybe like one or two YouTube videos. I hadn't posted much, still thinking about it, still being, scared or whatever. I had, commented on some of her stuff. She'll respond back to me. So anyway, I'm on a reaction channel. We all listen to reactors. A lot of us do. Um, and this particular reactor, she focuses on people that are like in the mommy sector. And, she said something in her life because Peaches came up, because everyone saw that, Peaches was doing these classes and she's charging $35 for some. Some of them she's charging $75. She does one-on-ones, and the one-on-ones are like $600-700, or sometimes she'll do specials on those. So different things like that. So this reactor was like, well, you know, me personally, I got monetized on my own with YouTube, within 2 months. And I wouldn't pay to take her class. I don't think it would work for me. It wouldn't be worth it for me because all that stuff I can Google, I can look it up on my own. And that's true. And Peaches even says it. Yeah, you can Google it. Yeah, you can look it up on your own. But guess what? That's just like, it's people who can make sweet potato pies, but guess what? They still go to Walmart and buy them patty pies. You understand what I'm saying? So, what may not be for you may be for someone else. So, when she said that, I got to thinking. I said, well, she's right. You really don't have to pay Peaches to teach you how to make money on the internet, right? Because you don't have to teach her. You don't have to pay her for her to teach you or help you or whatever the case may be. But what I'm going to say is, yeah, you can do that research on your own. And don't get me wrong, since I've taken her class, I've done research on my own. I'm still learning things. Of course, you're not going to learn everything in 2 hours. Like I said, her class, she was very attentive. She answers anybody's questions. You can private message her, within the Zoom, and she's going to answer you. So it's not like you're paying her $35, $75, whatever the case may be, and you're just sitting there listening to her go on and on and on. She really does, try to help you understand how things are done. She goes step by step with making thumbnails and, talks about tags and all that type of stuff. But you're absolutely right. You don't have to pay Peaches $35, $75, $500, or whatever the case may be, to teach you how to make money on YouTube. However, if you are someone new to wanting to do YouTube, kind of like how I was, where I had a I was pretty good on social media, using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that, you know, and you want to learn how to do YouTube and you can catch on quick, I would say pay that money to Peaches. Because let me tell you something. Yeah, you don't have to pay her to teach you, but what she's going to do is she's going to give you that foundation to start it off right. Now, I'm not an advocate for her. I don't know Peaches, personally. We just so happen to live in the same state. I live about 4 hours south of her because I'm in Miami. And she's like, and be honest with you, she's my favorite YouTuber. She's my favorite YouTuber. I watch a lot of moms in the mommy sector and stuff like that. And what I love about Peach is that she doesn't get involved in the BS on the YouTube streets, right? And she's not selfish with her information. Yeah, she's going to charge you for her information because it's just like she said when she first started out and she was telling everybody, do YouTube, do YouTube. We can be the biggest family on YouTube out of Tampa. Da, da, da. Nobody wanted to listen to her. They didn't believe in her. But now look at her. In a year's time, she's passed some of these women in the mommy sector that have been on YouTube for 10 years. She's passed them in a year time. So my question to you is, why would you not want to invest in yourself, in your potential business, and get help from one of the best? Regardless of what people may feel about her on a personal level, I've seen some people say, oh, well, now her content is changing and she's just showboating. And let me tell you something. Of course, her content is changing. You know why? It's changing because her lifestyle is changing. You have to elevate. She couldn't stay at where she was at a year ago and think that that was going to still, fly for her. She's at a different tax bracket. Her lifestyle's changing. And I believe in speaking positivity into people, and that's one thing that I love about her. Yeah, she's, posted stuff or she's been down or had stuff going on, but we all go through that. But overall with her, it's like, she's posting positive stuff. I feel like that money that I paid to her, even though my channel, I've been about a month on YouTube posting, whatever. But one thing with her, she says consistency is key. And that is what I'm learning. I'm now learning more about, because the more you do it, the more you practice it, the easier it's going to be. It's going to become second nature to you. So I take what I learned in her class as my foundation, and I plan on building from that. But if she does another class and she's running a special, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're somebody who's going to be serious about doing YouTube and you really want to do it and really, really want to make money and you're going to hustle it, I would say go ahead and pay that $35, $75. She runs specials, I believe, like once a month or once every few months or whatever. Go ahead and pay that money because she's going to give you that foundation. I was able to go back and look at notes that I took in her class and correct some mistakes that I did on my own. I was able to go back and look at those notes to, say, okay, well, yeah, I remember she said to do it like this or do it like that, and make sure you use this and use that or whatever. I was able to go back and reference those notes. So to me, I feel like it was worth it. I'm not endorsed by Peaches. I watch her vlogs and stuff like that, and sometimes I'll comment and she'll comment back to me. Does she know me personally? No. We do not know each other. We are not friends. We're not affiliated with each other in any sort of way. I'm just saying because I've seen so many people come out with videos with her or about her, and a lot of it is really just hating. Listen, if I can get the lessons from the person who's winning, why not? Why not? So if you haven't heard of Peaches McIntyre, go ahead, look her up. She has some great videos. I know y'all are like, "Jai, you shouting her out," and she making thousands and thousands of dollars a month. But guess what? It's gonna be my time too. It's gonna be my time too. I'm gonna be at that same level where she's at. I'm gonna be at that same level of making money and hustling and doing what I gotta do, because at the end of the day, YouTube is a job. It's a job. It's a full-time job. You can't come on here and say, okay, well, I want to make money, but you're going to post a video once every few weeks. No, you have to be consistent, especially when you're in a niche, like when you're like a mommy vlogger or somebody that vlogs just your vacations or, stuff like that. You have, it's a lot of competition out there, but guess what? Just like Peaches say, it's a lot of money in these streets for everybody. For everybody. So guys, that's just my take on Peaches McIntyre. If see her post, or you see um her discussing a class or whatnot, I would advise you, if you are an aspiring YouTuber, or if you're somebody that's been on YouTube for a while and you're not, getting the growth that you need, and you still don't really understand the analytics and, stuff like that, I would definitely suggest you take her course. And like I said, she don't know me from a can of paint. I'm not affiliated with her. I don't get no endorsements. She don't give me no shout outs, none of that. I don't even think that she knows that I started vlogging. But go ahead and check the class out. It's definitely worth it, guys. It's definitely worth it. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. This was just a quick little review on her, and just a little bit about myself and kind of why I started YouTube. But listen, this is gonna be my season, 2022, baby. I'm getting monetized. We catching flights and not feelings. We gonna have us a good time on this channel. If you if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the post notification bell, so every time we drop a new video. I will be back in a day or so with another video. I'm gonna be heading to the grocery store, so I'll be back with another food stamp grocery haul vlog. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you next time.